What's going on, the wonderful people out there of YouTube? So we're doing something different today. I'm going to be doing a killer review of our good friend Blue, who is the best survivor I know at looping. And I've kind of walked through the video already, and he does pretty good this match, but I think it's a lot of survivors not trying to troll him because he's at pretty low ranks. But I think there's some spots where we can do better. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. So it's on Dead Dog Saloon playing Wraith. He sent me some videos where he was playing as the nurse, and I don't play the nurse, so I decided to do this one. So right out the gate, he started off by going like back that way to where that generator was when he spawned right by it. So you're gonna want to go all the way across. So he started kind of in the middle of the map. So it's either the generator over that way, or it's gonna be the generator back behind him in the far corner that he didn't go far enough into, where the survivors are gonna spawn. So he's spending a lot of time right here, walking around aimlessly, looking for survivors, and I'm going to bet they're on these gens over here. Or this gen. They're going to be somewhere in there. Yeah, there they are. So he did a really good body block here. Got her nice and wedged in the corner. And he faked out the pallet just a little, and with these lower ranked survivors he's up against, that worked out perfectly. There is nothing to freak there. That is a wonderful body block and palletese there. This Claudette was not ready for him in any way. There's some time looking for a hook, but that's okay. We all spend some time looking for a hook sometimes. I will say his perks down here, he only has, what is that, Shadowborn, I believe? So, Bloodhound would have been a better perk since you are playing as Wraith. You guaranteed to have Shadowborn. So you whack her, you turn around, you don't see any other survivors. They're all running off, so yeah, you can go for the chase there. Definitely kick the pallet to get it out of the way. Also, when I start this match on this map, I always break out this door over here first. And I break out the door up in the saloon, like pretty much right out the gate, just so that I know I don't have to ever deal with those. So you may want to break those out just right out the gate on this map, but that's more of a map critique, and map knowledge is a thing you learn with time with Killer. Alright, so you know they ran off. They're probably, I'm going to say probably over in these gens somewhere, which is exactly where you're going. The one on top of Saloon wouldn't be a bad choice either. See, are they up there on top of Saloon? They are not. Okay, so they didn't run far when they ran from you in the first place. Well, Bill didn't, at least. Alright, so you see Bill's got the flashlight and he's going into Killer Shack. Don't go into the basement, Bill. Bill went into the basement. What a god, Bill. What a god. What bravery. Alright, so she's almost guaranteed to have borrowed time, but you should probably go ahead and get the whack, which you do, and then go back and get Bill. Now that you've got her, where she's gonna have to recover, and you break out the door. Good. These are exactly the moves. Alright, so you've got fresh trash marks here, so I'm gonna say somebody's over in this corner. Nope, somebody's back here. Somebody's back here. Go back here. Go back over there. Go over there. You didn't go over there. They're gonna pull Bill immediately. Bill's gonna be off that hook by the time you get out of the sugar shack. Yep, Bill's off the hook. Yeah, you had fresh scratch marks down there. If you would have stayed down there and looked for her, you would have gotten her, and Bill would still be on the hook. You would have kept quite a bit of pressure, and now Bill's off doing Bill things. But this is the... Okay, so this is the girl that is currently on borrowed time. She's not... Why'd you look at the bird? She's not going to be able to do anything. You should commit to the chase you were already in. Now you're chasing this girl instead of the other girl. This girl just got off hook. She had borrowed time. Her time was already gone. Why'd you sandbag her? Maybe you're worried about decisive strike? That makes sense. I mean, she is your obsession, so yeah, I guess good stuff. Yeah, you should have definitely went and body blocked that window. Let's back up here. Let's see, where's a good spot? Yeah, like right in here. So yeah, what you should have done is went up and body blocked that window in the first place. So positioning wise here, you had, let's see, I'm bad at drawing. Let's try this though. You're right here. She's right here. Window's right here. You should have tried to go around and uncloaked with this window behind you where you could have body blocked it. And then if she would have went this way or this way, you could have just pursued and probably got the hit before she got all the way around the window. She knew you were there, but she can't really outrun you when you're invisible. So you probably could have got the body block off, and if nothing else, you could have came and stand right here. And then if she goes to either side of the window, when you get that rush from uncloaking, you could have got into the hits. This is a very bad drawing. I don't know what this looks like now. It's not anything like what it should, but I think you get the idea of what I'm saying. Okay. So she got the pallet stunner. That's an unavoidable fact of Dead by Daylight. You're going to get pallet stunned. You should have just broke that pallet. This loop's huge. This loop is a massive loop. You should just break the pallet right out the gate. She could have gone the other direction, but yep, she went the other direction. She's completely gone. If you would have just broke the pallet, just committed to it. The other direction's a small loop, but the all the way around is a huge loop. Alright, so yeah, again, you should have stood on the side of the wall and just uncloaked right there where she couldn't have ran. There would have been nowhere she should go. Don't try to body block, stand at the edge. Yeah, just stand at the edge of the wall. See, that was a good body block, but if you would have been at the edge of the wall in the first place, you would have gotten this hit earlier. Oh, and she teased you. Yeah, if you just go stand at the very edge of this wall, right there. Let's do another drawing. Let's do another beautiful Charlie art. So, yeah, she has this long wall with a window right here. So when Wraith decloaks, he gets this huge rush of momentum right when he uncloaks. So when you have a window that's about that far away, it's about halfway through, like this window that we're looking at over here, like this window. Let's say that window is this window. If you're right here, right there, and she's over here, and she's going through, if she decides to back trail, with your rush of momentum, you can get to either side before she can get through and get the hit. It's not a very long wall. From like here to here, you can rush that way or around on the other side and go that way. It's a very easy maneuver to do. It takes some knowledge of Wraith, I guess, but as I'm here to critique you, this is a critique. Proceed! So you still, yeah, you hear that generator back there, so you know somebody's been back here working on it. I'm assuming there's a survivor hiding around there somewhere. Unless it was the Meg that was working on it in the first place that you just lost. You got Bill up there, you can hear him coughing, so you know it's Bill. Knock out the door. No, knock out the door over there. If the killers love to abuse that window over there, if you don't knock that door out, having that door knocked out in Saloon is very important. It's a good body block. You got him in the fall. Perfect. I don't think anybody else in this match has flashlight blinders, but you are in a very open to get flashlight blinded position. But I'm not sure. I don't remember anybody else having flashlights. So see, now would even be a good time to go into the saloon and start knocking out a few of those walls, just so you don't have to worry about them when they go get the unhook. Okay, this is the Claudette. She's a little bit potato-y. Yeah. Okay, you got the grab on her, but you saw Feng Min coming in. Feng Min, I think, is behind you right now. Yeah, Feng Min's following behind you. That was a really risky walking under that pallet. Did Feng Min just dip? Because she's not getting the unhook. Okay, Feng Min. Goodbye, Feng Min, I guess. Alright, so you just heard somebody drop off on your right. Somebody just dropped off the building on your right. I think it was the Meg. Yep, she went through the building and over to that. I assume that's where she went. That was a very good pallet tease there. Very nice, very nice. You got that Meg that's trouble to you down. Alright, you got some serious pressure now. You got two people down in the same spot. Pick her up and then I'd break that pallet. Why are you cloaking up, Bill? I mean, you're very scared of Decisive Strike, I guess. So this girl's baiting you for a chase so her friends can recover. Or she's just stupid enough to dive into a locker. I guess I'm overestimating these survivors. Because if I was her, I would have been baiting for the killer to chase me so my teammate could have gone and picked up, but she decided locker. Locker was her choice. Balance beam across. So Bill got off, the other girl got picked up. Or the other girl got off and Bill got picked up. I'm not sure who's down anymore. They're not going to that window. That's a potato survivor. You've got both of them down now. You got both of them back down again. Just knock out that door, man. Just knock out that door. It's right there. You're right there, Ryan. Okay, so Claude's probably going for the unhook on the Fang over there, so you could go and stop that right now. Because you should have broke that pallet earlier. You could go and stop with the Claudette right now. Yep. You could have just closed out the game right then, because the Claudette had to be going over to get the save on that Fang Man. The Claudette's a potato. But now you've delayed. You shouldn't have respected that pallet. She doesn't, you don't even know she knows you're there. She's just going for the pickup. Okay. So Meg's not fully recovered. You got Claude on the run, and Fang Min's probably off healing up. See, that's how respecting that pallet worked out for you. Okay, there's Fang Min. So smack this Claudette and then smack that Fang Min. No, leave the Claudette, go. Okay. Okay. I guess we're picking up. If you would have went and just got that Fang right then, you could have closed out the match again. This is your second opportunity to close out the match completely. So I guess maybe you wanted to get her dead? So I think you think she's in these lockers. If you look down at lockers when you have an injured person in them, and since both these people are injured, you can see the blood pooling underneath the locker. And there's no blood there, based off what I saw, so you know they're not there. You have some blood right there. She went around. It looks like she dropped off over there. I think she dropped off or went around the building up top. Yep, there she is. There's that blood trail. How in the hell did you just spin so hard that you teleported through a fucking railing? Oh my god. My dude, she just spun you so hard that you broke physics. You guys just broke the law of space-time. She teleported you through a railing by spinning you. Alright, so Fang Min somewhere... I think that generator wasn't that progressed earlier, so I think Fang Min's somewhere nearby where you just were. That or she's trying to heal up somewhere. That pallet's useless. I wouldn't even broke it. Not as Wraith. It's never going to slow you down. Are you going to finally break out that Zora I've been telling you to break out? Oh, look at him. Too little, too late, but, you know, good enough. I would have broke the thing out literally the moment I spawned into this map. I would have wraithed up, knocked that door out, and been on my way. I don't know what add-ons. It doesn't look like you're adding running really any add-ons besides just that brown one. Check behind the buildings. They're going to be over there behind the buildings. Like, they're going to be back, if you turn back around, they're going to be over here. You can hear them. You can hear them healing back here. You could definitely hear them healing back there in that corner. Back over this way. That's an arrow. Just pretend that's an arrow. Yeah, look, they just missed a skill check back there. You heard them healing earlier. You heard the one girl. It's still injured. The Meg. Oh, you're gonna get this pallet stunner. Oh. I guess, again, overestimating these survivors. So Meg backtrack behind you, but she's the better looper, so I would be going for the Fang. You have 2 gens left with 2 survivors, but you have a lot of gens worked on, so it would probably be a safe bet to keep after this Fang. Even though I think that the Meg was closer, I think you made the right call going for her. And she's on Death Hook, so now you're going to be on the Hatch Hunt. So on the way that Hatch works, for anybody who doesn't know, Hatch has to spawn inside of a tile, or near a tile, on the outskirts of a tile. So this map is pretty much anywhere. You kind of have to really listen on the outskirts of all the map, and you still have to kind of trail around on the inside. This is one of few maps where the hatch can be almost anywhere, but since this map's so small, you're not searching over here at all. Like all these buildings over here, back behind them, you can't hear this far out. You're leaving all of that section there, not searched for hatch. If you're going for that 4K. She's going to find hatch, my guy. You should have checked behind those buildings. I almost bet you any amount of money, because you were already over here a little. You would have kind of heard it by now. It's behind those buildings. It's the only place left. There you go. Yep. It's going to be back in here somewhere. I think I hear it. I do. Yep, there you go. Don't know how the hell she didn't find it before you did. She must be crouch walking. She must be scared. I think these survivors are all low rank based off what I'm seeing. And you being at a low rank, it looks like, with your perks and add-ons. So I'm going to guess that she just didn't try to run for it. I'm going to guess she was intimidated by your magical, mythical invisibility powers. Yeah, it seems like you're kind of in the position with Wraith right now where he kind of prevails, where you're just kind of, yep, there's a light, so you should be able to get there before that light, before she opens it. It seems like you're in a position where you kind of know how you work loops as killer, which I think comes from you being so good at looping as survivor. It comes back to the same thing I tell you whenever we play survivor together. I think that your map knowledge of where to be, where to look for things and stuff is on the lower end of that spectrum, which is more important to killer than it is survivor. You can loop really well as survivor and win matches as long as you have somebody who's willing to put their hands on a generator. With killer, you basically have to have map knowledge. You have to know where to look and where to expect. But as far as in your loops, the only thing I saw was just you not knowing how to play Wraith really well, which I'm not going to judge you on that, because you may not have played Wraith well. But I would like to see these ranks. Oh yeah. Babies! A bunch of baby players! And I respect the GG right there. Look at that, look at that. Look at that GG that I circled poorly. Look at that beautiful GG. What a good guy. GG. Oh yeah, all in all, I think you did fine. I think that your issue, like I said, is just playing the killer and having that deep map knowledge of where survivors go, where the hatch spawns, and how to look for things. Those things that come with time as playing killer. But your looping was pretty grand as far as a basic killer goes. You didn't know the race power, which you can't be expected to know race power. I don't know how many times you played Wraith. It doesn't look like much given the perks you have on him. But your looping skill's really good. It's just that map knowledge, my guy. But anyhow, thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this new thing we're trying. And much love, guys. Have a good night.